The new lead cohort report connects your CRM leads to your shopping cart sales along with any recurring billing payments. So we can finally determine how valuable leads become as time moves on. A great thing about this report is that after you've integrated your CRM and shopping cart, one day later, you'll have some insights. Then as we attribute marketing to leads, after you've set up tracking, we can drill in and find out which sources are generating the most valuable leads and which ones are not. When we first load the report before we've done any filtering, you'll see we are showing cohorts, which are new leads generated in that month. How many of them have come from your CRM? How many of them have turned into customers? How much you've spent in total for that month, which may or may not be on these leads. How much revenue these leads have generated. The cost per lead, looking at all your ad spend against all your leads. How many days until break even, which means if we budgeted an entire month's spend just on the new leads, how many days until the revenue eclipses that? And then the CAC, which is the cost to acquire the customers, and the LTV of the customers acquired, along with the total conversion rate over time of the new leads to customers. So it's packed with value already. Once we get into the cohort month measurements, we see how much value each lead is, each incremental time period, along with how much the ROI has increased. So there are 7 specific plays I like to run on the new lead cohort. Let's look at how to get those answers and insights right now so you can get an edge. The first one, what is an optimal cost per lead when I want to break even as fast as possible? So again, these are all leads that have been created in your CRM, and it's all spend. And I realize that sometimes spend is not on the top of the funnel for new leads, and sometimes leads come in organically or automagically or from customers that bought right away that never were leads. However, it's a good foundation and a way to model a baseline. So that's why I like it. So when you want to break even as fast as possible, you can just look down the days to break even and see what was a particular fast month. In this case, 4 days to break even in May looks really nice. That leaves a lot of days left to make some money. In that particular month, the CPL was $5. So now you know, hey, if I'm spending $5 on a lead, I'm going to break even really fast. And you can scroll up and down to make sure it's not an anomaly. Here, 4, 4, 2, 6. The days go up a little bit, but still no more than 10, 12 days. August, a little bit of an outlier with that many leads and that low of a CPL. But in general, the faster you break even, you look at the CPL, and that's one way to quickly compute, here's a CPL that gets me money fast. Now, once you had some attribution for a few months, you can come over here and click on source and pick your paid channels and see how much the break-even date changes once you only look at leads attributed to this particular channel. Another play to run is how profitable are my leads over time. All you want to do here is scan and look at how much does this lead value, I'm looking at December 2020, how much does that lead value increase? Well, it's 35 month 1, and then increased 10% to $38 month 2, then a nominal 3% increase month 3. In month 4, it still depends. We're only 9 days in, but right now it hasn't bumped up at all. So these leads have been so-so. Great when they were acquired, not so great afterwards. We go down and look at some different months. Let's look at September. Month 1, they were at 13. Month 2, 15. Month 3, 17. So they're increasing. And if you look across here, they're always going up about 15%, give or take. Some months a touch more, but that's about what you can expect 90 days in. And all you need to do is glance across, do some quick math, or you can look at the ROI and see how it goes up, and then you get an idea of how much you can expect leads to increase over time. When I buy more leads each month, does it lead to more money? Look at some of the months where you've had the highest amount of leads. And there's 2 things you want to look at: total revenue and LTV. LTV is the quality of the customer that comes out of the leads higher or lower than average. And in this case, huge lead month, 265 LTV. That's right around, if you look up and down, that's right around what the LTV is. Now, what's the second biggest month? 74,000 leads, huge month. LTV 239, lower about than average. And then let's look at some low months. October, only 14,000 leads, but 273 LTV, doing decent. It doesn't seem like there's a massive impact, high or low amount of leads. So you might as well buy more, is the answer. Now, unfortunately, February, 23,000 and a 214 LTV, well, they've only had 1 month to generate LTV. So we don't want to throw those leads under the bus, because we see here always this month 4, month 5, he's up over 100% on his leads in general. So that's increased LTV. So you don't want to throw the February leads under the bus yet. They haven't had times to generate LTV. What is the best marketing for generating customers from these leads? So this was all the leads generated in the specific time frame. We can scroll down, 492,000 leads. Well, we mine everything we've attributed to show you the top 5 first clicks, top 5 new leads, top 5 last clicks. So to see what converted these leads to customers, top 5 last clicks. In which case, AdWords category seafood, killing it. Rakuten app, I've seen those ads. They're kind of lame, but you know what? They work for this advertiser. So who cares how lame they are? And then Facebook is doing all right. And then MLD, no one knows what that is. That's why you should have good naming conventions. Good old MLD is number 5. So scroll down and you'll see. This can take a minute or so because we're mining all the leads in the last year, everything we've tracked to figure out the best converting links out of all your links. And these are the best converting links for this advertiser. When do leads double in value? You scroll up here and you see lead value day 0. And then you look for when the numbers double. So here, 22, 3rd month, doubled. 26 is going to mean 52, never doubled. 11, never doubled. 5, doubled month 5. $9, doubled month 6. 13, doesn't look like it's doubled. And so 11, doubled month 3. So the lead quality fluctuates up and down with this advertiser, and it will for you too. Because sometimes you buy a ton of leads and you know what, your targeting was a little loose and they're not as valuable. Other times you hit that sweet spot of super high LTV customers from your leads and your LTV doubles and your lead value doubles in a quick time. What month generated the best or worst leads? So best leads can be different definitions. First of all, do we want to say the highest value the day you acquired them? Just scan here. $59, 84 in March. You know what? That's when COVID hit. I'd almost throw those two out, look for the next best. And then next best, April, still some COVID, residue there. And then if we look, best leads were December and October, $26 on day 0. Now, if you also want to look out to say, hey, let's look 3 months out because I'm taking a strategic 90-day approach, just look down month 3. And here we'll see $42 from the October leads. Another great month for those. Those were great leads. You notice there was less amount of leads, but they were great leads because they're worth a lot of money. And then again, 85 and 130, that was when COVID hit and everyone started buying food and shipping it in. So we're not going to look at that one and count it because it was an anomaly. Another way to consider best leads is the spread between CPL and LTV. What does a lead cost versus what's the lifetime value of a customer? And we'll see here, got some low CPLs and some high LTVs. Look at this June. $4 to get a lead, but when you convert a customer, they're worth $285. Those are good leads. $5 to get a lead in May, they're worth $311. Those are some solid leads right there. So that spread to me tells a lot. CAC to LTV spread also factors in, 46 to 311. That's massive. The last thing I want to show you is you can say when you break even on these, when there's one specific channel involved. When do I break even on the leads from a specific channel? So let's choose Facebook. You'll see we pulled in the ad spend. I'll hit apply. And then what it's going to do is only filter on the leads acquired from Facebook. So again, if you're just starting out with Wiki Reports, you're not going to have this Jedi data yet because we haven't tracked leads to marketing sources for enough time. But this customer has been around a year, So we'll have a year's worth of data, which will be awesome. So here are all the Facebook generated leads against the Facebook ad spend and the Facebook attributed revenue back to the new lead source. Super valuable data. What months were great for Facebook leads? Well, in that question are a couple things. How fast do you break even? May, 7 days. How much did the leads cost? $4. What's the lifetime value? 317. That's amazing. But also, because we have the ad spend, we can see the Facebook ad spend and the Facebook generated revenue. You can see it's like 5-to-1, but we can see the ROI over time. And it's this compound effect that's so important on cold traffic that converts. Cold traffic, they convert, then they convert again and again and again. And you know what? Where you got to go find them, got to go fish out those leads again, is where you found them the first time. In this case, Facebook. Let's look. 225% ROI in month 1. Great, right? Month 4, they're at 313%. Almost 100%. Here up another 100% profit on the leads. You've already bought them. Made another 100%. Those are fantastic leads. Here, 95% in July, 187, doubled month 5. 84, doubled in month 4. Ooh, 26, so that's not that great, right? But it doubled, tripled, I can do some math here, quadrupled. So it started out rough, but they ended up good over time. And then look at November, negative. You know it's a bad month when you can see all these positive numbers and then you see a negative number. Whatever happened in November, no bueno, not a good month. Go in and see what you did there. Don't do that ever again. Because frankly, they know how to buy leads that not only convert up front, but convert over time. And the real eye-opening thing to me is also look at how low the conversion rates are. But they're making money. Like if I told you I found this campaign that converted 2%, you'd be like, you're terrible at paid marketing. But if I said, hey, I spent 128K and I made back 408, you'd say like, that's amazing. I want in on that. That's the power of looking at the lifetime value of leads versus just looking at conversion rate. Yes, we want to convert as many leads as possible. Yes, we want to get them as cheap as we can and maximize their value. But sometimes the great leads cost a little more, but the lifetime value is so impressive that you pay that higher CPL and you have that less great conversion rate. Now, that being said, when you look up, like November was a 21% conversion rate. Sounds amazing. Look at compared to 2%, it's 21. But look at, they didn't make any money. Who cares? Wow, I converted way more leads. Who cares? You didn't make money. You still aren't break even on them. This is the heart of Wicked Reports. You want to make ROI, not have vanity metrics. This report helps you see that and strategically dive in and see what you did on the great months versus the lackluster months so you can tune your strategy going forward and get your edge. Thanks for watching.